Hello and welcome to Raven's Arcana. I am Raven. Thank you as always for joining me. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the Moon card. So the 18th Major Arcana in the Tarot deck. We are going to use the Rider-Waite version as our visual aid. And let's go over the imagery here. So we have the moon reflecting light in the background. We have what appears to be indigo into violet night sky behind the moon. We have mountains in the distance. And we also have two towers on either side. We have a path that appears to be leading to the mountains, coming out of a pool, a lake, a pond. And then there's a crawfish that is coming out of the pond. It's kind of halfway in the water, halfway on the land. And the crawfish appears to also be going down the path that's in front of us. And we have a wolf and a dog as well on either side of the path. So there's a lot going on here. And to me, this card screams duality. Right? So not only do we have the two towers in the background, we have the two animals on either side, and we have an animal that lives in the water and also on land. And I won't go into the anatomy of crawfish gills and how long they can stay on land. But that's what this is representing. This is duality. This is law of opposites and polarity, right? Now, immediately, the crawfish to me is carrying over the energy from the star card. So the star card was 17. This is 18. We go from the star into the moon. And the crawfish here is in the water and on land like the star was. So she had 1 foot on the water and kneeling down on the land. So same kind of idea here. Your spiritual self and your physical self, you're balancing that. You're learning about that, learning how to do that, right? You also have the path down the middle. So maintaining balance. Maintaining your thoughts and emotions, realizing what is appropriate at certain times and how to act. You know, you have the wolf that represents primal, instinctual portions of yourself. And you have the dog that is the civilized portion of yourself, the thinker, the emotional self, the doer. And hopefully you can maintain both of those and still manage to get further down the path and get over or to the top of or around the mountain. And that's your obstacle. So there's no easy path in the tarot. There's no easy path in life. All of our existence is about learning lessons and choosing to do certain things that hopefully we learn from and we progress and we elevate. And that's what this card is kind of giving us some information about. Now, the water, the blue water, it's communication. This is communicating to you, it's time to take this path. And as you see, there's green grass, there's fertile ground on both sides of the path, which kind of plays in the grass is always greener. Now, what does that mean here? It means that the moon represents not only love, compassion, nurturing, but also illusion and delusion. Right? So this is Pisces energy. The star card, which was just before this, had Aquarius energy. So we're going through the cycles of the zodiac. And the Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac. So this is heading towards the end of a cycle, heading towards completion. And the illusion and the delusion of this card is talking about you separating inauthentic behavior, inauthentic ideas, inauthentic emotions from your true self. So you're performing the work, you're doing the work, you're going down the path, and realize that both sides of the spectrum exist at all times, inside of you and outside of you. But hopefully, with the moon's intuition, you'll be able to perceive what is authentic, what is inauthentic, and disengage from behavior, from ideas, from beliefs and thoughts that are not yours. Sometimes that's difficult to do being an empath or being in touch, right? And it is required to have a primal instinct of self-preservation, but it's also required to have a civilized version that knows when to say things, when to do things, and how to behave, right? And if we're progressing through the major arcana to the next major arcana card, the next card is going to be the sun. So we have nighttime here, and the illumination of the reflection of light of the moon guiding you down that path, which, by the way, it looks like a dirt path, which if you take that path is grounding. Dirt is ground, earth, right? You have that pinnacle earth energy if you stay on the path, if you manage those poles, your dualistic nature, knowing when to behave one way, to think one way, and when to think and behave the other. And then the sun comes up, right? It's a new day. This is a fruition card and a completion of a cycle. And you know, I talked about the indigo and the violet in the background. Those are chakra colors that are talking about using your intuition to become one with yourself, to know thyself, to master, to manage yourself, so that everything that is dual inside of you is affecting the external, the environment correctly. You're not causing havoc and chaos. Your existence and your being and your thoughts and emotions are authentic, and they're proper, and they allow you to elevate and continue on the path. Elevate your consciousness, right? Now, with the Pisces energy, the illusion and delusion, you know, this is spirituality. This is leaving that Aquarius energy, the age of Aquarius, for humanity, for everyone else. And this is your journey, you becoming spiritual. There are some addictions that come with this. We talked about that in the Hanged Man card with the Neptune energy that governs Pisces. So you have to manage your addictions. You have to balance yourself without substances, without external influence. This is all about you realizing who you are and moving forward as a spiritual being, and not allowing external or inauthentic internal distractions derail you off this path of grounding. All right? So thank you so much for sticking around. If you dig the video, please give it a like. Feel free to comment, ask any questions as well. If you like what we're doing on the channel, please subscribe to show your support. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much.